Here we are, back for more StarCraft 2 action from the first round of the EMS StarCraft League. This evening I've got a match between Taurus and Jim for you. So let's load up the first game. This is JimOntree, Terran that we've seen before, and TaurusMimus. That is a new player to me, so let's see what happens here. Top left, the red Terran. It's JimOntree. There he is. Let's have a closer inspection. Yep, that's definitely a Terran. And that means down in the bottom in the blue we have got TaurusMimus. As always, we'll open the production tab in the top left so we can see what's happening. Both of these players Terran. TaurusMimus going for gas first. Gas. Literally gas first. Wait. What? Hang on. Okay. Taurus planning something special. Double gas opening as a Terran normally just means one thing. What is this cheeky fella up to? Normally means it's going to be a cloak banshee. It's the only thing you need that much gas for so early on. Oh, is this going to be a proxy? Is he going to drop the starport over here so that he can fly the banshee in all the sooner? Taurus, I already love your work. This is looking awesome. JimOntree opening up much more standard. He's got a depot first and his racks is building. Taurus, I'm losing faith. Only the one worker in this gas, up to 2 now, 2 in each. 3. Okay, getting there. But the double depots here. Taurus, what are you doing? What? Okay. Taurus has no idea what he's doing. Alright, so maybe it won't be a cloaked banshee. I have no idea what this guy's doing up here. Maybe he's just waiting for a little bit before he goes in to scout and have a look around. Yeah, back in the sanity of JimOntree's base, this Rax is building a marine. JimOntree pulling a little bit of cash there, so please turn that into something, Jim. Maybe drop an expo down here. It's not such a bad map. I haven't talked about the map at all yet. An interesting map. It has this narrow lane that connects the two bases, so a very short walk, which kind of lends itself to early pushes, very early pushes with only a handful of units. The workaround takes you this way, but these are destructible rocks and they are armoured and they have a lot of health. So early game it takes a long time to get through those until you've got a sizable chunk of army, or you've got to walk a million miles to get around. It's a big map, even though the two hang on. Oh, Taurus, you dog. Yeah, yeah. I mean, ninja expands are definitely a thing in StarCraft, where you just build and expand somewhere someone wouldn't expect in the hope that they don't find it, and you've got that income supply that they don't know about. But building it there in your opponent's third, that's a whole new world of cheeky. Okay, Reaper out from JimOntree. Get that across the map, Jim, and start putting some hurt on your opponent. Oh, okay, I'm tracking the destructible debris there instead of the Reaper. Yeah, this. That's hilarious. Let's see what this Reaper can get done. If he can get a couple of kills on here, that's all for the good. But the more important task is really to have a look around. Immediately alarm bells should be going. At 3:40 there are no units. There is an engineering bay. I mean, that's a world of odd. So this Reaper gets 3 kills and escapes. That is reasonable value from a Reaper, I would suggest. JimOntree pulling a lot of cash at the minute. Interested to see what he's going to turn that into. This though, this. Oh, Taurus, this. Good stuff. Taurus upgrading plus. A Ghost Academy! A Ghost... Are you kidding me, Taurus? Are you going to build a nuke? Oh my goodness. Taurus, you're officially now my new favourite player. Ninja Expo's right in your opponent's face. The Insta Ghost Academy. I've no idea what you're doing. I don't think you have any idea what you're doing, but I like it already. This is all great stuff. No longer mining any gas from that one. Maybe he changed his mind. Maybe he... Are you seriously going to walk them all the way across the map? Are you? Very... Very nice. This tower that we're just passing here, this is a watchtower. I've put a unit on that. It grants vision in a pretty large radius. So it's pretty common to park a worker on that, certainly in the early part of the game, and definitely on a map like this, so that you can keep an eye out for stuff moving across the map. Had JimOntree done that, he certainly would have been aware of that worker transfer. So this command center not building. He is now. He has started to build some workers now. Get this guy mining. Get him doing some stuff. Production tab. Both players reasonably busy. JimOntree building marines. He's got a Reaper on the way. Stim on the way. Such an important upgrade. Meanwhile, Taurus has not got Stim, I don't think. No, he doesn't have a tech. Oh dear, he doesn't have a tech lab with on his barracks, so can't research Stim until he builds that. Is for some reason churning out Reapers. Not sure about that. Build some ghosts. Build that nuke. I so want to see a nuke. Is now. Oh, good God, no. Taurus is now queuing up upgrades that no one in the history of StarCraft has ever needed. I'd like to see these command centers turned into orbitals. Same goes for... no, JimOntree has got an orbital, just isn't using it. You know, constantly, as soon as you have the energy, drop those mules. The only reason to store energy on a command center might be, arguably, if you think your opponent has cloaked units, you want to keep enough energy so you can always drop an emergency scan. These icons down here show you the buttons for that. So with your command center hotkeyed, if you've got it on number 4, for example, 4E is drops a mule onto something, and 4C drops a scan. 4X will drop this extra supply. If you supply block yourself, drop that onto a supply depot, and it's worth double the supply then, so you get an extra hit supply. Yeah, so things, look, where's that scan? Here it is. So I don't know what I would think if I dropped a scan and saw this at the 7-minute mark, saw the Ghost Academy. I don't know. If I was a Protoss player, I'd understand that. Ghosts are great against Protoss because they shoot EMPs that remove the shields from Protoss units. Against the Terran, I wouldn't know what to think. I really wouldn't. Neither of these racks have a tech lab, so tech labs are important. These upgrades that you're researching here, Taurus, these are meaningless. You don't have a Cyclone, and you don't have any Hellions either, so why bother with those? Get a tech lab on one of your barracks, upgrade Stim, upgrade... Yes! You little diamond, Taurus, look at you go! Oh, surely he's going to find this. Upgrade Stim, upgrade Combat Shield, those are the important upgrades to get, and then obviously +1, etc. Yep, big load up going to happen here. Certainly is. So let's find out where this fella is going to end up. Hopefully in the back of his opponent's base, doing some damage. By the looks of things, Taurus now building a orbital command. No, he's building a planetary fortress on that one. Interesting choice. Building an orbital command on this one. Pretty unusual to build a planetary inside your own base. That's normally the most well defended of your expands. I'd absolutely understand a planetary on this one, because sooner or later that's going to get discovered and there's no way you can defend it. But look, you've built buildings over here as well, Taurus. What are you doing? What are you doing, Taurus? Smashing stuff. JimOntree just decides to keep some of his units in the medivacs, just chilling. Not a great idea. If something suddenly appears at your ramp, and I don't think you've done much scouting, so you don't know if that's about to happen, it takes a while to unload stuff from the medivacs. So generally best to keep your units on the ground until they need to be in a medevac. They cannot shoot from inside a medevac, and of course if the medevac dies, all the units inside it die. So this worker heading across the map did see the medevacs and vice versa. If the players were looking at the mini-map, they'd be aware of those. You'd probably here wonder why that worker didn't end up in your base, and you might go have a little peek for anything sneaky. These guys have unloaded in not the best position all clumped together, but gonna move up to snipe the natural, which just isn't there. Why isn't it there? Because it's here. Oh my god. Thor? Wed. No, hang on. How did I miss the Thor? No. Sorry, oh goodness, this is a 31-minute game. So this is queuing Thors, Taurus, the Ghost Academy, the Thors, the Ninja Expos. Surely this should kill Taurus, because Taurus has roughly no units, does he? Look at the army supply difference. He has no units. He's got these 4 Reapers, those will melt instantly to that stuff. But does the Thor come out in oh, you're kidding me. You are absolutely kidding me. Oh, JimOntree. Oh, could you be slightly less lucky? That's horrific. That is literally the worst Thor timing imaginable. Taurus, you're a lucky individual. I don't know how you've done that, but done it you have. So JimOntree not trailing very badly on the mineral count, despite his opponent having these sneaky bases everywhere. And that's partially because these aren't saturated. Only 4 workers there, only 8 workers mining from this one, and only 6 workers mining in the main. If you build more SCVs, Taurus, you'd be absolutely flying economy-wise. Let's have a peek at what's happening over on Tree's base. These medevacs, they don't want to they are staying safe. They don't want to get involved with any sort of fights or anything. Some Hellions coming out. Hellions are great things to load into a medevac and drop into your opponent's mineral line. Hellions do splash damage, and they do splash in a straight line. So set a Hellion here, and it shoots along the worker line and just roasts all those workers. Another worker transfer going on for Taurus. I have to keep my eye on this production tab in this game for sure, because look, there's another Thor building. Thors are potent units. They hit pretty hard. They're generally not good against Marines though. A common tactic with Thors is to have a couple of SCVs with them to repair them as they fight. And that's not crazy at all. That's a useful thing to do, because they're remarkably tough units. So Scan going down here from Taurus sees this medevac load up. It probably can't believe his luck. Look, this is getting towards some of these patches are almost mined out, and he's got away with that. He's got away with that, no harass whatsoever. So this drop, how much damage can it get done? 8 Marines in here. Do they have stim? I think they do. Yes, they do have stim. So in the back of the mineral line, stim, they can do a lot of hurt. But there's no workers here to kill, and there's a planetary fortress in the main. Oh no, JimOntree, you're so unlucky. No one does that. No one has a planetary in their own main, and no workers. Oh, that drop should have killed all sorts of stuff. Battle cruiser? What's happening in this game? Why have you got a battle cruiser? Why are you wasting it? Battle cruisers, Thors, Ninja expands. Taurus, you're a legend. You're a legend in your own time. This is gonna hurt though. Shoot the workers, dude. Shoot them. What's all this running about? Just kill the stuff. Do what? What? Go back and kill that one. Unload these medevacs. Kill it all. He doesn't have stuff. I mean, yeah, you've seen a battle cruiser, you've seen a Thor, but he doesn't have stuff. Look, focus these Thors down and you're laughing. Yep, make sure you're focusing these one at a time. Present these Marines, look, they're dancing about, they're mucking around. Move them closer, focus one of the Thors, then the other. You don't want to be doing equal damage to both. You want to kill one thing and then the next. Marines are good against Thors, because while a Thor will one-shot Marines, it fires very slowly. Marines fire so quickly that you can focus on a Thor pretty rapidly. So the army supply here is hugely in favour of JimOntree, but I am loving the tech choices of Taurus. Is he? Yeah, why not? I mean, this base is totally besieged here, but let's just queue loads of stuff up in these buildings and hope for the best. This strikes me as the type of player that might actually crack out a nuke. The nuke is ready to go. Just research cloak and you are ready to drop bombs. Oh, I want to see that. I want to see the nuke. Why has nobody dropped a nuke yet? JimOntree here. Let's see. Let's get this siege tank down the ramp. Don't do what you did in a previous matchup, JimOntree, and leave your units way at the back inside your own base. Get them out of the front of your base. See, these Marines should be able to take this Thor down maybe just about. Yeah, if that medevac was healing them, they could. 70 health left. Unload the medevac. Unload, unload, unload. On JimOntree. Stim, run down the ramp, kill the Thor. Yeah, so sending big expensive units in one at a time is just that's not sensible. It's really not sensible. But you know, he can kind of afford that. He's got this gold base over on the right hand side of the map that's mining away for him, so he can actually afford a bit of stuff. JimOntree has a large amount of bank, so he's not short either. Could really do with way more production buildings and really needs to get them producing as well. Are these tanks stuck? Can they not fit through the gap? Or maybe this one's blocking the way or something. This, no, I think they can all get out. If they are stuck, you can always load them into the medevacs and go. This is the weirdest game of StarCraft I've ever seen, I think. Look, some workers just standing chilling, watching the other ones work. What's this going to be? A planetary. Yep, why not? Yep, good. I don't even know what to say about this game. Why aren't you killing this stuff, Jim? Come on, this stuff's here. Look, go in and kill it. Kill it. Shoot the Marines first. Kill the Marines first. If you shoot the Marines first, they'll die. And it doesn't matter. No, just no. I can't get them. You need the medevacs, Jim. Come on. You need your tanks as well. Don't. Yeah. So anyway, go and kill this stuff, man. Kill it. Look at it. It's in your face. This is your base, man. It's in your third. Go and kill it. Please kill it, Jim. Please. Look, you've got liberators. Go and liberate it. You've got siege tanks just hanging out doing nothing. Army supply tab shows that you're way in front, Jim. You're so far in front. Taurus cannot kill you unless he drops a nuke on your head. He has got workers. He has got an income advantage, I'm pretty sure. No, he doesn't even, because he hasn't saturated that base. Because he's got idle workers just watching the others. These guys, where are they even mining? Are they? Oh, okay. So they're mining from up here and walking the whole way across the map. Why aren't you killing this? I don't understand. I'm gonna have a breakdown or something. What's going on? What's even going on in this game? More upgrades, that's what we need. Yep, you need that. Drilling claws, why? You've no idea. Good. Oh god. Right, I need to breathe. Please make it stop. How does this game possibly last for another 13 minutes? Another battle cruiser out. Is he building more Thors? Please tell me. The Thor battle cruiser combo. Oh, that'd be a sight to behold. Right, finally, JimOntree, go in and kill it. Kill the Marines first. It's not going to matter, you've got an overwhelming supply advantage. Overwhelming. What is it that you're shooting here? Kill the Marines that are shooting at that. Yes, four army supply 66. Come on, JimOntree. Just go and kill him. Look at him go. He's just building random stuff all over the map. Kill him, please. Put me out of my misery. Oh, it's too much fun. Right, good. What's happening here? Please tell me it's a nuke. It is a nuke. Look at these medevacs still just hanging out. Look at all these bruised marines just going, oh, I'd love to see a medic. And the Ghost is building. Yes, JimOntree. Yes to nukes. The only problem you have is he doesn't actually have anything to nuke. He doesn't have an army. He's got 9 supply hiding somewhere. It's probably in the form of 1 Thor. It's a queue of siege tanks. What's going on? Look. I think I need them. I might have to take a break. Oh goodness, what is this? What? What the hell, JimOntree? Have you been watching Taurus's cast or something? You've just decided I'm going to put a barracks that produces ground units on an island. Okay. Oh, breathe. Right, good. A barracks on an island. A ninja expanding your opponent's third. There's no point expanding here, Jim. He's already taken most of the minerals. What? I can't take it anymore. Don't leave your liberators behind. Or your tanks, or your medevacs. Please don't do that. Look, they will kill you. Oh, goodness. You'll lose with an army that's 4 times. You'll lose. Please don't do this to me, Jim. Please don't. Get your tanks out. Don't leave them there. Oh, goodness me. Oh, please. Right. Sorry about this, folks. I'm just... let's get back to normality. Yeah, what have you got in there? Worker. A worker? Of course you've got a worker, because you're going to land them here. You're building... No. Oh no. Oh no. So anyway, I've been fiddling with the volume settings. You might notice that I've reintroduced the music. I don't normally have the StarCraft music playing when I'm playing the game, because well, it's distracting and it's a bit annoying after a while. But I thought for these casts I'd reinstate the music. It's at a pause in the music at present, but you know, it might come back on. Might hear the odd crescendo. I've also turned on the game volume a bit, because I actually watched one of my own casts today, which was a bit funny. And I noticed that as soon as people were shooting, you couldn't actually hear any of what I was saying. Where's he going? He's not going anywhere. He's on an island. Right, good. Yeah, so, yeah, plenty of depots. So I tweaked the volume and hopefully it's a little bit better. Yeah, nothing seems to be happening here. I might just, let's just speed things up a little bit. Yep. Oh. Just gonna drop the workers here. But it's this ghost that's in. Oh, music. Aptly timed music. This ghost is going to go to work, surely. Let's hit the fast forward button again. He's going to pick up some Reapers. Could this be the nuke of dreams? Could it be the nuke of dreams? He lays the nuke, but he doesn't have cloak. The ghost's going to die long before the nuke lands. You need cloak. There's medevacs just gonna fly around here. Oh goodness me. Well, fair play. He did launch a nuke. He got a nuke in the air. Unfortunately, the ghost does have to survive to pin the target while the nuke is airborne. The ghost has still got to stay alive, pinning that target. Look, this force is just so dominant. He's catching up all the time. You've still got a higher income than him though, Jim. That won't last because this is going to mine out quickly. But you do have this gold working away, so actually, yeah, have you not won this already? Why is this game still going? No one knows. So build another nuke. Research the cloak, please research the cloak, and don't forget you've got medevacs over there. There is actually, as a top tip, the F2 button selects your entire army. Now, I would suggest for any sort of even vaguely experienced player, never use the F2 button. It is a bad thing to do. Sometimes you can panic hit it if somebody attacks you out of it, you weren't expecting it, just hit F2 and A click just for an instant response. That's about the only time I'd say it's in any way allowable. But actually, if you're not an experienced player, it's not a crazy thing to use. You can hit F2 and click somewhere and your entire army will make its way to that point, so that if you have forgotten about some units, they will join the fray. Another thing it's useful for is finding a unit. So for example, if you knew I know I built a ghost, I just can't remember what I did with it. Hit F2 and down at the bottom here where you can see these 3 medevacs, or if I click these siege tanks or whatever it might be, you'll see all of the units and it's much easier to find your ghost. Look, there's my ghost, and click on him than it would be to try and find him on a screen full of stuff, if that makes sense. So yeah, clicking on the individual unit and then clicking his icon down here takes you to that unit and centers you on it. Yeah, so 3 Thors, 3 siege tanks, a handful of marauders with almost a medevac each. This sort of 20 odd marines, 24 marines maybe or something like that. A couple of liberators, large number of siege tanks, dose of marines. That's 24 marines, sorry, there, isn't it? So JimOntree definitely has the bigger army. JimOntree definitely can win a straight up fight. Income wise, JimOntree has the advantage. There are no sort of advantages at this stage for Taurus other than his style. He does have this upgrade advantage. His units are +3, but nothing on the mech, and actually he only has these marauders, so the marauders are upgraded. He's got two battle cruisers in the mix. Are they upgraded? No, they're not. So while the eBay does the upgrades for bio, you do need to have an armory to do upgrades. Oh, there is an armory. So these are the upgrades for vehicles and ships for mech. Okay, nothing appears to be happening. We're into the last 5 minutes of this game, which I can only assume is going to be some sort of horrific crushing defeat. I have enjoyed Taurus's style though, it's certainly been fun. If he keeps building Thors though, at this rate, if JimOntree doesn't get in there soon, the value of his army is going to start falling away pretty fast. These Thors will dominate him. A screen full of Thors beats almost anything. Although that's a lot of siege tanks, but they would have to be sieged up and your opponent would have to walk into their range. Marines are good against Thors, so stim Marines, if you've got enough of them, and if you focus fire, will kill Thors very, very quickly indeed. Will also kill battle cruisers. This is beginning to look quite scary though, as an army. And you can see that the army supplies are beginning to level up. JimOntree, are you throwing this game away? If you lose to someone whose first expo was in your base, that will be, sorry, it'll be, I don't know who the winner will be, but StarCraft will be the loser. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 bases for your, oh, this one's not mining, sorry, 3 mining bases. So really this income should be so high if these were all saturated. Not that it matters, both players have huge amounts of money in the bank. JimOntree, come on, gather your units, storm him before it's too late. Battlecruiser's building. I am going to hit the fast forward button again, because we seem to have reached a bit of a both players just, oh, no, don't separate, no. So JimOntree, you can see it move into a defensive position. This is the worst possible way to cross a map. Your units have to come out through this choke one at a time. All you need is a wall of siege tanks around this entrance, and you will not be able to move them. It comes through there, just like you have to do it. Get the means in there still, and make sure you're focusing. Focus It's ugly. It's ugly. That's a lot of high work. Oh my goodness. See, he's going to kill all the Marines. He's got nothing left that shoots up. Battle cruisers are going to win it for Taurus. Nobody saw that one coming. He's going to win with 4 units. Let's have a look at the armies. It's miserable. It's miserable for both players. The only stuff that JimOntree's got that shoots up is on an island. I'm sorry, JimOntree. I don't mean to laugh at your misfortune. Oh, no, no, no. You can't lose to this. You can't lose to this. You can't. Oh. You've got so much money. You've got so much. Right, JimOntree. Emergency procedures. Run the siege tanks away, spread them out all over the map. Ideally, A, try to leave your opponent's base without killing nothing right here. Yes, the battle cruisers can kill them and send them across the map. These idle workers that you've got, put them somewhere where he's not going to find them, here, and just build 10, 12, 15, 20 barracks. You've got, how many, 17 workers there? Build 17 barracks here. You've got 10 grand in the bank. Literally just throw barracks down here. 17 barracks will cost you a couple of grand, and you're building Marines 17 at a time. Hold down the A button and win this game, JimOntree. What? But you've given up, haven't you? You're like, no, you can still win this, JimOntree. You've got so many workers. You just need 1 million barracks that aren't on an island. That's all you need. Oh, it's painful. It's painful to watch. Wow, that was spectacular. This, even though it was 30 minutes long, has anything but a dull game. I think I'd agree that was a fine example of StarCraft. I can't wait for the next game. I'm going to have to get a drink or something and probably have a lie down after that. Wow. Game 1 goes to Taurus. Let's see what happens in Game 2.